here with Eubank Jr in Sheffield for the press conference with your bout against Tony Jetta. First of all, how's preparations been going? It's been 8 months since we last saw you in the ring.
8 months. 8 months too long, man. It's been a long time. I'm not used to being so inactive, but everything happens for a reason. Recently signed with Matchroom Sports and Sky Sports, and now we're finally on track to be able to get in there, get some exciting fights going on a regular basis. So I'm ready and willing to go.
Definitely. You mentioned some changes in that 8 months, signing for Matchroom. Going to be your debut on Sky. Got Adam Booth on board as well. What have those changes been like?
It's all happened so fast, but all I can say is the relationship between me and Adam. We've had a history. I've kind of gone up and sparred with him and trained with him over the last few years, so he knows me. It's not like a completely fresh start, and that was one of the reasons why I feel we chose Adam to come on board. And so far, we've got some great results. I'm seeing a whole new side to things that I can do. So you guys are going to see it on the night.
And will we see the changes or the additions that Adam's made straight away, or will it take a bit of time to see the full?
Obviously, I've only trained for a month. You're only going to see slight tweaks. I'm still the same Chris Eubank Jr. I always will be. He's not there to change that. He's there to kind of add and tweak things in a way that he sees that will better my style that's already there. And I'm excited to see what we can come up with.
And on fight night with your dad, with Ronnie, with Adam, who's going to be the one that gives you the instructions in between rounds and gives you a few pointers here and there?
I think it'll be a mixture. Everyone will have their say at their times. It's not going to be everyone shouting at me at the same time. Adam will talk when he needs to talk. My father will talk when he needs to talk. But to be honest, I'm the type of fighter. When I'm in that ring, I have my own mind anyway. So they know not to say too much because I have a game plan, and that's how I'm going to execute.
Definitely. And Tony Jetta's your opponent. How much do you know about Tony heading into this bout?
I've seen a few of his fights. He's cagey, he's experienced, and he's more than game from the things he's been saying today at the press conference and online. So, we're going to get a chance to have some fun.
Definitely. And you mentioned you, of course, trained in Vegas. You were there for 4 years over in America. You've not fought an American yet. How much are you looking forward to ticking that off your bucket list?
That's definitely a personal goal of mine to get in the ring with an American and kind of and show them that we English don't play around. Growing up, starting my boxing career in Las Vegas, I was always hearing the English fighters are soft. English fighters are this, you can't fight. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. So now I get my chance to to get my own back on those guys.
Definitely. And there was another press conference in London today. Two fighters, one that you know, both that you know really well now. I'm guessing Billy Joe Saunders, who you've been in the ring with, and Andy Lee, who is of course another fighter who Adam Booth trains. Are either of those two on the agenda for next year at some point?
Any middleweight, any top middleweight in the world is on my agenda. Andy Lee has a world title. I'm a middleweight, so if I get a chance to fight him, yes, we are stable mates, but I will take the opportunity with both hands. And as far as Billy Joe Saunders is concerned, the public are demanding a rematch, and we need to give it to them. So I'm ready and willing whenever he is.
And another fight the public seem to be really keen for is your next bout, which is going to be in December against Spike O'Sullivan. Have you been preparing for him as well as preparing for Tony Jetta?
You take it each step at a time. Like I said up there, I never overlook any fighter. But everything that I'm doing now, obviously, is in preparation for Spike O'Sullivan and for all the other fighters that I'll be facing after I beat Spike O'Sullivan. It's all. You just got to keep the momentum going, and that's what I'm happy about, because now I have a platform where I can fight regularly. There's never going to be another 8 months where I'm not going to be doing anything. Now I'm on Sky Sports, having all these shows, and I'll be out as much as possible. Hopefully once every few months.
Definitely. And a fight to that. I think Andy Lee, I've seen some of his quotes on the press conference today, and a fighter you've said you would love to fight at some point is Golovkin. I mean, how much would you really love that fight against Triple G?
He's the end goal. He's seen as the top middleweight in the world by the boxing public, and any fighter worth his salt aims to be the best and to beat the best. So for me, I want to get in that ring and prove what I can do within the next 2 years against Golovkin.
And I mean, Golovkin, a phenomenal fighter. What chinks in the armour have you seen that makes you know that you could step in there and go and beat him?
He's not fast and he can get. He's easily susceptible to being hit, which are two things that I don't have to worry about. I have the speed and I don't get hit very much. So those are the weaknesses I feel I can exploit in his boxing style.
Well, thank you so much, Chris, for talking as always, and best of luck tomorrow night, and hopefully speak to you ahead of the Spike O'Sullivan fight as well.
I appreciate it.